Great to have you join us on Art House. I'm Melinda Akinlami. On today's episode of the show, we look at the Time and Chance exhibition at the nation's capital, Abuja. Then we come to Lagos to enjoy the beauty of collage. That and more after our wordsmith for this week. Stay with us.
Our spoken word is from Benedict Kakulu and it's titled My Black Skin. I'm an African, enslaved by corruption, enslaved by illiteracy, enslaved by insecurity, enslaved by unemployment, enslaved by terrorism, enslaved by poverty, enslaved by child abuse, enslaved by drug abuse, enslaved by gender discrimination, enslaved by human trafficking, enslaved by police brutality, enslaved by fraud, enslaved by underdevelopment, enslaved by poor education system, enslaved by famine, enslaved by depression, enslaved in broken dreams. But I stand tall and strong because I nurtured in heritage, built in my beautiful culture, blessed with infinite gifts, and a glorious black skin that makes me African.
You know what they say, the pen is mightier than the sword. Let's begin in Abuja, where this exhibition by a contemporary artist features drawings, paintings, and sculptural pieces. It was done at the Thought Pyramid Art Center. Take a look.
Remember that saying about time and chance? It reverberates at this exhibition by contemporary artist Ajene Isegbe at the Thought Pyramid Art Center in the nation's capital, Abuja.
This exhibition, as it is today, it is not the best work that I have ever produced, but this is the time that God has made possible for me to showcase these works. And that is why it's time and chance. And because He provided this time for me, the strength, the effort that I put previously to hold the exhibition that was never possible, it is not as simple as it is today, without much. And you see, when God gives you the grace of opportunity, all things work for good. The people that are here, most of them are here by God's own opportunity. That is why I titled the exhibition as Time and Chance.
It cannot be overemphasized because, first of all, Ajene Isegbe is a big name in the art industry. He has excelled both in the public and private sector. You know, I would say that this exhibition for Ajene has been long overdue because for a man of his caliber, a solo exhibition is one he should have had under his belt. And I'm glad and grateful that today, with what I have seen on the wall, we have not been disappointed.
From every indication, what has been put together here in terms of the visual artworks of Prince Ajene meets virtual international and local standards. And from the caliber of human beings that are gathered here today, tycoons that are all gathered in this place, and students young and old, I have the indication that Prince Ajene definitely will go places with this work.
Drawings, paintings, and sculptural pieces in different shapes, shades, and sizes is what the audience get to enjoy. Something to light up their day.
Quite frankly, looking at them, I have this feeling that if properly encouraged, Prince Ajene definitely and his works can compete very favorably with any international exhibitions of the arts. And so I am here to encourage him and to support him. Of course, not necessarily because he's one of my own, but because he has come across to me as a very hardworking and determined person.
It's a very beautiful exhibition. In fact, you begin to wonder, with so much talent in Nigeria, why are we not having these exhibitions every day? But I must say that Mr. Ajene, Abraham has been a proud son of Benue. Most of all the sculptures in Benue and most of the artwork you see in all the government houses, the guest houses and all that, he made them. So we know about his experiences and we're just proud to have him do this in Abuja, and we hope that he'll get a lot of patronage for his work.
The exhibition is a first for the gallery during the COVID-19 era, and they try to abide with the protocols.
The lockdown took a hit on us, especially us in the cultural sector, because I mean, people have to be sure of their safety first before they, come into an art space. But like every other sector or like every other part of the world, we have had to adjust. It's been difficult, like I said, but over time we are trying to, adjust to the current times. Look for new measures that will keep us afloat.
Where we showcase our works of art is through exhibitions, because exhibitions bring people together to see your creative works. So I have put this exhibition together so that people will see what, by God's grace, my talent has been able to produce.
We are delighted about this exhibition. The span of the presentation by the artist is overwhelming, from the past to the present and to the future. And to think that this is his first solo exhibition is amazing. I am thrilled by the intellect in his expressions. And I am sure this will go a long way in teaching our younger ones about not only art, but visual art.
The artist is showing off art which reflects our times.
Online, artists are doing different protest series, but they still take a moment to remember veteran author J.P. Clark. So let's start off our Works of Art segment with a tribute to the veteran author J.P. Clark. It's called Always Living. It's done with mixed media by Frank. Then Ugonna Ibekwe has this one called Stream Did the Exchange, done with colored pencil on paper, also a tribute to the veteran author. Then this one done with pen is called Heal the World. It's done by Olanusi Samuel. Then Kingsley has this charcoal piece called Tears. In the midst of all the gloom, Solomon is asking everyone to try to smile with this acrylic on paper work. Then this graphite pencil work is called Nigerian Girl, also smiling. It's done by Uyi. Artists are also showing that glimmer of hope with another work done with pencil on cardboard. It's called Sunshine on a Cloudy Day. It's done by Olumide Babalola. Then Nana Win has this textile and acrylic on canvas. It's called Take Care of Her. Then Torosoke to Be Happy is an acrylic and newsprint on canvas work done by Zubair Ismail. We wrap up with Gaze of Joy, a work done by Esther with oil on canvas. Those are the works of art dissenting this week. We do encourage you to keep them coming.
Reading can seriously damage your ignorance. For how can we ever devote our continued energy to something if we don't believe in it passionately?
Using unconventional spaces for exhibition is becoming really popular, and this artist decided to take his chance at a space in Lagos.
Contemporary artist Sylvester Aguda takes his chance on using the metaphor for his recent exhibition in Lagos.
Art and creativity is endless. It's about breaking the boundaries, breaking rules. So we're busting beyond boundaries and coming out and showing it beyond the normal traditional spaces. Because I believe that, I also think that art shown in non-traditional spaces doesn't in any way devalue the work. No, there are different ways to put an artist's name out there, and I feel this is one of the ways we can do it.
The whole idea was to bring people to experience the collage work. The collage work is my signature, that's my style of art. And I do quite a number of, I'm quite experimental, so I do a few other mediums like spray on canvas. I do sometimes woodwork, and then I even have one work here which I've used some kind of materials, which is, people call them installation art. But I just want my audience to experience something different, something more unique, and something more exciting. You know, most times you hardly find people come to those areas or go to the galleries, especially people who don't know that they have the love of art inside. So when we bring art to the unconventional places like this, we're able to capture or get the attention of art lovers who unconsciously do not know they love art.
Mixed media and collage art is what's in the offering this time around.
I try as much as possible to do something unique. You know, people want to see something different. Life is all about ideas, and so when you're able to bring creative ideas together, you get the best, you know, you inspire people. So for me, I'll say my inspiration strongly is God.
I noticed his work is so fantastic, radiant and glossy, and then, you know, it actually expresses a lot of things about culture and then lightning. So it's a good job, and then I feel that Ifitu, the curator, is doing a very good job.
Works that talk about the issues of our time while inspiring hope to the audience by bringing out the light in the tunnel.
I've known him for the better part of 2 decades, from almost 20 years. We lived together for a very long time. And even in working for all the companies he worked for, it was surprising that he was coming out with all the things he was coming out with. This collage is a surprise to me because some of the times when I see his work on channels, on all the other media, I begin to wonder, was this really my neighbor? Because he brings so many things to the fore. He brings so many natural things that speak to things you won't even understand that they speak to. So I think he has come a long way, and I think he's going to go a long way.
I have a lady with the Ankara head tie. You know, Ankara fabric is one piece of material that is identified with our culture. Textile generally, fabrics, materials generally are very attached to us. If you're getting married, you'll be asked to bring wrapper. If you are anything traditional, and we are known for our Ankara. Our Ankara is part of us. So talking about African stories and the African culture, I don't play with the Ankara material because it's quite a strong theme for me.
Using an unconventional approach is one way of bringing the exhibition closer to the people.
So one of the main things about the metaphor is we like to incorporate so many different aspects of lifestyle. Art and culture is a big part of it. I'm actually an architect and artist myself, so we are very excited about art and culture and getting a few different artists in here so that we can expose different kind of creativity to the Lagos art scene.
It's also to create and awaken the love of art, because art is life. It adds that spark to a gloomy day.
And online, we are seeing more works that talk about different issues affecting the polity. Take a look.
This is not a full stop. Don't draw the curtains, the play is still on. When I was a child, they said corruption will die. Now I'm 29. I think it has 9 lives. Vices have eaten deep into the heart of our country. And like a fool, it can't stop. What a joke. They even use Yahoo to do Yahoo, and when it clicks, they say, now God get power. Father, hope say you they hear my prayer. Cause I know say one day this country go better. Keep us together like Bayern we win UEFA. Surprise our enemies like Baka we lose quarterfinals. Nigerians, we are tough like tough. Stronger than hypo. Nothing fit stop our hustle. Our bond strong past James Bond. Our love big past the world. Our G sweet past Puff Puff. Now we get LG. So life is always good. We move.
And on our feedback segment, we asked you this question, and here are some of your reactions. We begin with Obasa George. He says, as an artist, I believe we should reflect the things happening in the society. We should always reflect times in our work. And also, our artwork should be able to speak for our society and preserve our cultural heritage. Owo Audu says, artists are meant to create confidence in people of any society through their ideas irrespective of the medium used. As for Gideon Efosa, simply put, mirror and influence. While Favor Francis says, an artist should inspire people about God. Adebayo Owolabi looks at it from a different perspective. Artists should and must be honest. Therefore, we play the role of a mirror, reveal the truth and influence minds.
On the next edition of Art House, we enjoy the best from young creatives at an exhibition at the Nike Art Gallery, Lagos. And more from online creatives when you tune in next time.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show's not on television. Interact with us on any of our social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on Channels TV's YouTube page. Send your works of art to Art House on Channels Television by joining the group on Facebook. We are everywhere.
From the teaser we showed you, you see that we have loads lined up for you the next time you tune in. And we want to encourage you to see this or any other episode of Art House on our YouTube page. And as you go out, we encourage you to stay safe and keep being creative.